Question number 5. Which angle has a large measure? First estimate and then measure. Over here, measure of angle A and measure of angle B is to be taken, but before that we have to estimate. That means we have to tell by observation कि in this figure is angle A greater और is angle B greater. That means इनमें से कौन से angle का measure large है, ज़्यादा है. So by observation we can see that angle B is larger, right? The mouth of this angle is wide. इस angle के comparison में ये जो angle है, देखने से by observation we can feel that this angle is large. So यहाँ पे by observation we can see that measure of angle A is greater than measure of angle B. Now let us first measure and then compare. Here we can say that here exactly measure of angle A is 40 degree. This is an acute angle और 40 और 140 में से हम 40 सेलेक्ट करेंगे because यहाँ पे acute angle है, so इसीलिए this is 40 degree. So measure of angle A is 40 degree. Now by observation I told you that measure of angle A will be less than measure of angle B. Now let us see by measuring it. Measure करना है angle B को. So over here we can observe that when we keep the ray coinciding with the line segment of the protractor, here it can be observed that this ray is between 60 and 70. 70 और 60 के बीच में है ये रे, यानी कि ये जो है अगर हम इसको एक्सटेंड करेंगे so it coincide with 65. अब ये 70 है और ये 60 है, तो 60 के बाद वाला है 70 के पहले है, तो इसीलिए 65 है. अगर ये लाइन होता तो इट वुड बी 75. ठीक है, तो ये 70 से पहले है, 60 के बाद है, तो यह इट विल बी 65. So this angle B measures 65 degree. Now by measurement also we can say that measure of angle B is large. That is measure of angle A is less than measure of angle B. Next, question number 6. From these two angles, which has larger measure? Estimate and then confirm by measuring them. अब यहाँ पे इन दोनों एंगल्स में कौन सा ऐसा एंगल है जिसका मेजर लार्ज है? सो बाय एस्टिमेशन, दैट इज बाय ऑब्जर्वेशन, वी कैन से दैट दिस एंगल इज लार्ज. सो लेट अस नाउ मेजर. आई एम कंसिडरिंग दीज रेज एज द बेस. सो यहाँ पे इसको नेम दे देते हैं, इसको एंगल ए और इसको एंगल बी बोल देते हैं, just to avoid confusion. So when I'm measuring angle A like this, it can be observed that this is of 45 degree. That is ये 40 और 50 के middle में आ रहा है. It is after 40 and before 50. So it is approximately 45 degree. So this angle measures 45 degree. Next, speaking of angle B, when we measure this, it can be observed that it measures between 50 and 60. 50 और 60 के बीच में इसका रे आ रहा है. So this is of 55 degree. This angle measures 55 degree. So here we can confirm that this second angle is of larger measure than the first angle. So यहाँ पे हम लोग कह सकते हैं कि measure of angle B is larger than measure of angle A. Question number 7. Fill in the blanks with acute, obtuse, right or straight. So in this question we have to fill in the blanks with these names of the angles. A, an angle whose measure is less than that of a right angle is dash. So in this question we are asked about an angle whose measure is less than that of a right angle. That means 90 degrees. So an angle which is less than 90 degree is acute angle. So in this space you have to fill acute. Next, an angle whose measure is greater than that of a right angle. अगर कोई एंगल ऐसा है which has a measure greater than 90 degree, then that angle is called obtuse angle. So here in this space you have to fill obtuse. Next, an angle whose measure is the sum of the measures of two right angles. Sum of the measures of two right angles is dash. Two right angles means 90 plus 90. 90 plus 90 is equal to 180 and 180 is the measure of straight angle. So यहाँ पे you have to write straight. Next, when the sum of the measures of two angles is that of a right angle, then each one of them is dash. Now here in this question, the sum of the measures of two angles is that of a right angle. यानी कि यहाँ पे दो एंगल्स हैं like so, angle A and angle B. इन दोनों एंगल्स को ऐड करके वी विल गेट 90 डिग्री. सो वी आर आस्क्ड अबाउट ईच वन ऑफ देम, यानी कि एंगल ए कैसा होगा और एंगल बी कैसा होगा. सो ऑब्वियसली इफ वी आर एडिंग दीज टू एंगल्स एंड देन वी आर गेटिंग अ राइट एंगल, then these angles are separately less than 90 degree. That means they are, each one of them is an acute angle. So in this blank space you have to write acute. Next, when the sum of the measures of two angles is that of a straight angle and if one of them is acute, then the other should be dash. Now again in this question the sum of two angles is that of a straight angle, यानी कि दो angles ऐसे हैं जिनको ऐड करके हमें 180 डिग्री मिलेगा और यहाँ पे गिवन है कि एक एंगल जो है उनमें से वो अक्यूट है, दैट इज दैट एंगल विल बी लेस दैन 90 डिग्री. One angle is less than 90 degree, then the other should be an obtuse angle, as you can observe in this figure. If you have a straight angle and two angles को add करके आपको straight angle मिल रहा है and given है one of them is an acute angle, that means less than 90 degrees. So the other one will have to be an obtuse angle. So here the other should be obtuse. So in this space you have to write obtuse. Question number 8. Find the measure of the angle shown in each figure. First estimate with your eyes and then find the actual measure with a protractor. So यहाँ पे ये जो first angle है हमें पहले estimate करना है by observation and then we have to find the actual measurement with the help of a protractor. So for this figure let me first name these figures. This is A, B, C and D. सो यहाँ पे जो एंगल ए है ये बाय एस्टिमेशन आई फील दैट इट इज़ ऑफ 30 डिग्री. ठीक है, बाय एस्टिमेशन मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि इट इज़ 30 डिग्री. एंड हियर एंगल बी, बिकॉज इट इज़ एन ऑब्ट्यूस एंगल है ना, ये वाला एंगल कंसिडर कर रहे हैं, इट इज़ एन ऑब्ट्यूस एंगल. सो बाय एस्टिमेशन आई एम फीलिंग दैट दिस इज़ समवेयर अराउंड 120 डिग्री. ये 120 डिग्री से लार्ज लग रहा है मुझे बाय ऑब्जर्वेशन. इट इज़ जस्ट एन अप्रॉक्सीमेट मेजरमेंट. नेक्स्ट फॉर एंगल सी, नाउ ये जो एंगल है मुझे ये 30 लगा था. सो आई फील दैट दिस एंगल माइट बी 50 और 55 डिग्री. दैट इज़ माई एस्टिमेशन. एंड हियर अगेन वी हैव an obtuse angle which is more than 90 degree. I feel that this is somewhat 140 degree because ये जो है 120, so this is a bit larger, so I feel this is 140 degree. So these were my estimation. Now let us find the actual measurement with the help of a protractor. So यहाँ पे keeping this point and coinciding here, it can be observed that this is 40 degree, that here it is 40 degree and I estimated it to be 30 degree. So my estimation was wrong. I estimated this angle to be of 30 degree but it is of 40 degree. So this is the actual measure of this angle, angle A. Next we have angle B and here it can be observed that it measures 130 डिग्री. ठीक है, आई होप इट इज़ विजिबल. 120 के बाद है, 140 के पहले है. सो दिस इज़ 130 डिग्री. अगेन माई एस्टिमेशन इज़ अप्रॉक्स. ठीक है, मैंने 120 बोला था, इट इज़ वेरी क्लोज टू 120. The next angle, angle C, we have to consider this angle which is an acute angle, so it is definitely less than 90 degree. And here it can be observed that it is between 60 and 70. So it is 65 degree. ठीक है, once again when I measure this angle it is the ray of this angle is between 60 and 70. So when I extend this ray, it will reach 65 degree. So the measure of this angle is 65 degree. And lastly, for angle D, simply measure करना है. So यहाँ पे again it can be observed that it is between, it is between 130 and 140. That means it is 135. ये 145 नहीं है क्योंकि ये 40 से पहले आता है, 140 से पहले आता है. That is why it is not 145. It is 135. So these are the actual measures of this angle, and these are close to what I estimated. I estimated these angles to almost an approximate value. Question number 9. Find the angle measure between the hands of the clock in each figure. So here in this question we are given 3 figures of a clock and we are asked to find the angle measure between the hands of a clock. यानी कि इन तीनों केसेस में हमें ये जो angles हैं इनके measures find करने हैं. Now in this question it is not mentioned to use a protractor, so we will be finding the measures of this angle without using a protractor, which we have already done before. So let us see the solution. So in this question we have to find the angle between the hour hands. So here we know that the revolution made by the two hands of the clock is 1/4 of the complete revolution. We have discussed this earlier. So यहाँ पे 1/4 of the revolution है, 1 complete revolution का 1/4 part है, ठीक है. 1/4 of 1 complete revolution, that is 360 degree. So यहाँ पे जब इसको divide करेंगे, so यहाँ पे 9s 4 9s and 0 as it is लिखेंगे, ठीक है. सो यहाँ पे 90 डिग्री जो है दैट विल बी द एंगल मेड बाय दीज टू हैंड्स ऑफ द क्लॉक. सो यहाँ पे आई हैव रिटन द रीजन. Since the hour hands of the clock covers 1/4 of the revolution, the measure of the angle between the two hands is 90 degree. How? 1/4 of 1 complete revolution, which measures 360 degree. That is 1/4 multiplied by 360 degree, so which is equal to 90 degree. So इस तरह से ये जो angle है between these two hands is 90 degree. In question number B, that is sub question B, the time is 1 PM. ठीक है, the time is 1 PM. एंड यहाँ पे आप लोग देख सकते हो कि जो 12 पार्ट्स होते हैं तो उसमें से एक पार्ट है ये, राइट. ऐसे हम लोग ऐसे ही एंगल अगर हमें बनाना है तो हम पूरे क्लॉक में 12 एंगल्स बना सकते हैं. जैसे 12 से 1 है वैसे 1 से 2, 2 से 3, 3 से 4, 4 से 5 and so on. We can make 12 angles. So in this way 12 parts can be made, or this is 1 out of 12, that is 1 out of 12 fraction है 1/12 of 1 complete revolution. So complete revolution कितना है? Again 360 degree. 360 degree is the measure of 1 complete revolution. So इसको हम multiply करेंगे 360 degree से. So over here 12 divide by 360 like so, then we will get 30 degree. So यहाँ पे since the hour hands of the clock covers 1/12 of the complete revolution, ठीक है. 1/12 पार्ट जो है वो कवर हो रहा है. कैसे? अगेन ये जो है 12 पार्ट्स ऐसे बन सकते हैं, उसमें से हमारे पास एक पार्ट का एंगल फाइंड करना है. वी हैव टू फाइंड द एंगल ऑफ 1 पार्ट आउट ऑफ हाउ मच? आउट ऑफ 12. That is why 1/12 of the complete revolution. So the angle between the two hands is 360 degree multiplied by 1/12. 360 क्यों? 1 complete revolution का जो measurement है that is complete angle का, that is 360 degree. So उसमें से 1/12 part है which makes it 30 degree. 12 3s and 0 as it is. So over here the angle between the two hands is 30 degree. In sub question C, the time is 6 PM. So the hour hand of the clock makes a straight angle like so, 6 and 12. इस तरह से जो है hour hand of a clock approximately looks like this. So ये जो है complete revolution में से half कवर हो रहा है. हाउ मच? हाफ. सो द एंगल मेजर बिटवीन द टू हैंड्स इज इक्वल टू एंगल मेजर ऑफ टू राइट एंगल्स और अ स्ट्रेट एंगल. क्योंकि ये स्ट्रेट एंगल बना रहा है तो इसको टू राइट एंगल्स भी बोल सकते हैं. सो या फिर हम लोग इस तरह से इसको देख सकते हैं कि हाफ कवर कर रहा है ऑफ वन कंप्लीट रेवोल्यूशन विच मेजर्स 360 डिग्री. हम लोग इसमें डिग्री की वैल्यू इसलिए डाल रहे हैं क्योंकि हम लोगों को एंगल का मेजरमेंट फाइंड करना है. सो हाफ ऑफ 360 इज इक्वल टू 180. यू कैन आइदर फाइंड इट लाइक दिस और यू कैन कंसिडर दिस. यहाँ पे 3 है सो इट कवर्स टू राइट एंगल्स, दैट इज़ 2 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 90. इस तरह से भी आप इसके आंसर्स जो है वो कैलकुलेट कर सकते हो. आइदर वे द आंसर इज 180. सो यू हैव टू सॉल्व सब क्वेश्चन सी ऑन योर ओन विच आई हैव ऑलरेडी एक्सप्लेन. यू हैव टू ड्रॉ द डायग्राम नीटली and use pencil to draw this and write the reason properly. So solve sub question C in your notebook on your own. Question number 10. Investigate. In the given figure, the angle measures 30 degree. Look at the same figure through a magnifying glass. Does the angle becomes larger? Does the size of the angle change? So here we have to investigate, and if you have a magnifying glass at home, you can look at this figure with the help of a magnifying glass, that is through a magnifying glass, and we are asked that does the angle become larger. So I want you all to check if you have a magnifying glass at home. Otherwise, here is what we will be able to understand when we observe the figure through a magnifying glass. The whole figure will appear big in size. ये जो size है उसका बड़ा तो होगा, but the measure of the angle will remain same, which means the size of the angle does not change. So यहाँ पे जब हम इस figure को magnifying glass के through देखेंगे, it will appear larger, but the size or the angle does not change. Question number 11. Measure and classify each angle. So here we are given the angle's name. We have to measure this angle and write the type. Type में क्या क्या आएगा? Acute, obtuse, right angle and straight angle. So over here, first angle is angle AOB. Angle AOB कौन सा है? Over here. तो हम लोग को ये जो angle है वो measure करना है. We are given the name. It is angle AOB. So here this angle we have to measure. So considering AO or OA as the base. Yeah, so here it can be observed that it is of 40 degree, right? ये जो angle है इसका measure क्या है? 40 degree है. So इसका type क्या है? It is acute. It is an acute angle. Next, angle AOC. Now here we have angle AOC, and by observation I can say that this angle is an obtuse angle. इसका type क्या है? ये obtuse angle है. So let us now measure this using the protractor. So over here it can be observed that the ray, that is the arm of this angle, is between 120 and 130. So यहाँ पे it is 125. It measures 125 degree, which makes this an obtuse angle. Next, for angle BOC, this is angle BOC, and when we measure this angle, it is between 80 and 90. So that means ये 80 से बड़ा है और 90 से छोटा, that is 85 degree. 90 से छोटा है, that makes it an acute angle. Similarly for angle DOC, DOA and DOB, you have to measure these angles. I am going to measure angle DOB for you, but DOC और DOA आपको खुद से measure करना है. यहाँ पे measurement लिखना है और type लिखना है. So for angle DOB, we can observe that it is a straight angle. So यहाँ पे जब हम इसको measure करेंगे, so it measures exactly 180 degree, making it a straight angle. In this way you have to measure these two angles and fill the table and write the solution in your notebook.